Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Rodan. So, alright, this is going to be yet another review for yet another direct-to-video animated feature. So, here we are, I reckon. I just thought I might as well just try to finish this off already, and just here for the home stretch, so to speak. Alright then, whatever I guess. And yeah, by this point, I would just whatever. Just okay, whatever. Let's just okay. All right, just okay. Yeah, this is one of those franchises that shouldn't have been a franchise. This is definitely one of those, of course. Maybe a few movies at best, maybe, and just could have left it at that, but they kept going and going and going. All right then, sure, whatever. So I'm gonna be viewing the one taught the wisdom of friendship. Yeah. And the moment I saw these characters on screen, my attitude was
Done.
seriously, just look at them. They look so goofy. It just comes out as though these movies just get more juvenile, more goofy as they went, more lighthearted as it goes along. It's up to the point it just feels insultingly juvenile, I guess you can say. And that's how this feels. It feels insulting to my intelligence. Just because of that. Okay, whatever. Of course, as usual, let's just talk about the story, shall we, and just get this over with, I reckon. Oh, yeah. Anyway, in this movie, we get to see that the film starts with a narration relating how, due to the dangers of the dinosaur world, all the species of dinosaurs have to had to learn to stay alive, of course. And then we see Littlefoot, of course, eating the tree stars with his. When suddenly there was this earthquake that does occur all of a sudden, and Littlefoot's grandmother almost falls to death attempting to rescue him. Later that night, Littlefoot awakens from a nightmare about grandmother falling to her death into Grand Canyon, which does seem kind of off-putting because given the super extremely delinquent, childish, babyish, immature kind of feel to it, and then suddenly this movie wants to go into let's talk about something that's really grim, but then get super lighthearted silliness, but then those the possibility of someone dying. Then oh yeah, let's go back to this. Like okay, what's the wanted movie? This seems rather confusing if you ask me, but there you have it, I reckon. Okay. Of course, Littlefoot is going to be a little distraught about this whole thing. Oh no, Grandma's going to die. Or at least the possibility of dying at some point while rescuing me. And then everything just would again says switches to something that's really immature, something infantile, I guess you can say. So, okay, that's definitely is a thing. What I'm trying to say is that this movie does not know what tone it wants to give. It does not know what kind of mood it's trying to set. Like it keeps going back and forth like that, at least for here and there, I suppose. Like, okay, sure. So the concept of death does exist within this movie. Like, yeah, that's a thing. Anyway, of course we get to see the grandmother character does attempt to comfort him and decides to tell him the wisdoms, a series of rules about how to live life and just behave in a safe manner. So he, Littlefoot, won't be, guess, fall into some kind of dark fate, I guess you can say. So Littlefoot does listen, and then while he tells his friends about these wisdoms, they instantly mock him for taking them so seriously and telling him how their parents also told them about their own wisdoms about this kind of thing as a way to teach them and whatnot. So okay, which also does seem kind of odd because these characters face danger in every movie. Literally in every single movie with Sharp Tooth, among other dangerous animals Okay, granted, if anything, maybe Littlefoot could have just overreacted on a dream. If anything, that's probably at worst. He just overreacted, sure. But then he gets made fun of for wanting to play it safe. Give me a break here. He gets ridiculed. And that's what happens right here. In this movie, they face more dangerous, of course, which just makes this entire thing more questionable. Like, he gets made fun of just because he wanted some comfort in some ways. This seems odd. But anyway, moving on from that, we also get to see that the characters meet up with new characters. Yes, new characters do come up here, of course, and they're like a new herd of dinosaurs and whatnot. Yeah, that does become a thing in this movie, of course. And they want to have some fun, and they want to, of course, do a thing. And one of those characters from the herd does mention the wise one. Will know the wise one will know about certain things, of course, about life and whatnot. Well, just like anything that's important, of course. I think that's really important. And that's basically the movie, really, folks, in a nutshell. That's all this movie is trying to be. And there's nothing to it, really. It's pretty simplistic. It's pretty straightforward. The animation is possible. The animation is okay. The animation is simplistic. The art style is simplistic. The overall direction for the art style and the details is fairly simplistic. The music is simplistic. There's nothing here. There's literally nothing here that screams out, really. There's nothing spectacular, really. The voice acting is passable, really. It's just something that's, of course, geared for certain type of audience and whatnot, which just seems kind of odd. That's considering the fact how this franchise started off, of course. I mean, yes, you can make it a bit gloomy and have some humor here and there. You can do that, but there's no balance here, is what I'm getting at. There's no balance whatsoever. Not really. Anyway, I'll give this an overall rating of a 5.0 It's a 5.0 from me. As always, thanks for watching and take care. See ya. Oh, yeah.